meant to ask you this earlier and I skipped over it, but how much job history does somebody need to be able to get a loan?
Well, good question. So a lot of people here, I'm sure if you talk to anybody in the industry, everybody says you have to have 2 years. While that's true in certain circumstances, it's not just standard across the board. So the way I like to explain it is there's different income types and income sources. You'll have your normal like fixed income sources, which is like a salary position, sometimes even hourly if you're getting a straight 40 hours every single week. And then you have more variable income sources, which would cover like bonus or commission or self-employed clients. If you do have variable income, they do want a 2-year history because it could vary quite a bit month over month. So we want to have that 2-year history so we can average that out. If you have a salary position or if you're changing jobs but staying in a similar line of work, we can actually close you even with just a job offer for a salary position. We do like to look back to make sure that you have some sort of income that's been coming in over the last few years. But really, if you've been a student, for example, that would actually count as a 2-year history. So we can just say you were a student and then you took a permanent position and now you're going to have that income coming in. Long story, it really just depends on the situation. But in many circumstances, we can actually use less than a 2-year history to get you qualified to buy a house. So you could just simply call a lender, call myself, I can go through the information and let you know for your specific situation how much history you would actually need. And I mentioned this a little bit, but if you do change jobs within that 2-year window, perfectly fine. They normally just like to make sure that you're in a similar line of work or you have a similar income type. If you go from a W-2 job and then suddenly you start your own business, we would want to wait till you have a 2-year history of that business that you just started. And vice versa. If you own a business, but then you switch to a salary position, you're going from a variable income source to a fixed income source. So we would be able to use that immediately because it's now going to be more of a stable income source for underwriting.
Okay, good deal.